Namaskaram. Jagannathashtakam is a beautiful Ashtakam written by Sripada Adi Shankaracharya, who is none other than Lord Shiva himself. And this Ashtakam was sung by Lord Chaitanya, who is none other than Lord Krishna himself, when he stayed in Jagannath Puri. He used to sing this Ashtakam every day in front of Lord Jagannatha in the temple. And this Ashtakam is still sung every day in the temple in front of Lord Jagannatha for his pleasure. And at the end of these 8 stanzas, Adi Shankaracharya mentions that whoever recites this Ashtakam with devotion and faith will attain Vishnu Loka, that is Vaikuntha, without fail. So we will learn how to memorize this easily. So first of all, we need to recite this every day by seeing the text. Because every stanza ends with the line Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatume. And we might get confused so as to what stanza would come next. So using these abbreviations, we'll be able to memorize it easily. So I'll first write down those. It actually consists of 8 stanzas, that's why it's called Ashtakam. And the 9th stanza is the Falashruti, which tells about the fruit or phala of reciting this Stotra every day. So we'll write all the 9 abbreviations here. So the first is K, D, M, K, R, P, N, H, and the Falashruti is J. So, to start with, we know that Lord Jagannath is none other than Lord Shri Krishna, and he is giving darshan along with his elder brother Lord Balarama and younger sister Subhadra Devi. So basically the Supreme Lord is in 2 forms, Lord Jagannatha and Lord Baladeva. So they are none other than Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama. So the first 2 stanzas we can remember as KB, that is Krishna Balarama. So Jagannath is Lord Krishna, Baladeva is Lord Balarama. So KB, Krishna Balaram, so we'll remember. So the first stanza starts as Kadachit Kalindi is the first stanza. So Krishna Balaram, with that Krishna and Balaram we can remember the first 2 stanzas. Now next comes Yam. Yam we can remember using the name Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannath Puri for the last few years of his lifetime, and he is none other than Lord Krishna himself, who incarnated 500 years ago in Bengal to spread the Sankirtana movement, the importance of the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So his another name is Mahaprabhu. So we can remember Lord Chaitanya here to recollect the 3rd stanza, which starts Mahambodhe Stire. So for this Mahaprabhu. And then we have a K again. So Mahaprabhu is considered to be very merciful. So mercy in Sanskrit, a word that can describe mercy is called Kripa. So we can remember that Lord Mahaprabhu is very merciful, and therefore we have Mahambodhe Stire and then Kripa Paravara, Mahaprabhu and Kripa. In that way we have memorized the first 4 stanzas. We have 4 more left. Now for the 5th stanza, we know that Ratha Yatra is very famous in Jagannath Puri. So with R, we can remember Ratha. Ratha Rudo Gachan is the 5th stanza. And again, one more thing which is very, very famous in Jagannath Puri is Prasadam. So with this, Parabrahma Pida is the 6th stanza. So R and P will remember as Ratha and Prasadam. And coming to the last 2 verses, which is N and H. So for N and H, we can remember the Ratha Yatra takes place in a road called Grand Road, which is very wide, very big. So it looks like a national highway. So Ratha happens in that road, Grand Road. So you can compare it to a national highway, therefore NH. National highways are abbreviated as NH. So Navayache Rajyam is the 7th stanza, and Haratvam Samsaram is the 8th stanza. So we have Krishna Balaram, Mahaprabhu, Kripa, Ratha, Prasadam, national highway. So thus we have memorized all the 8 stanzas here, and finally the Falashruti. So what is this Ashtakam called? Jagannathashtakam, glorifying Lord Jagannatha, and therefore the Falashruti starts with the same Jagannathashtakam Punyam. So it is J. So this is how we can memorize Jagannathashtakam. So basically we need to read it, recite it every single day. So once we get a hang of it, we'll be able to memorize few lines, just that we'll not be able to recollect the next stanza, every next stanza. So using this abbreviation, we'll be able to memorize it easily, and kids can do it very well easily, more than adults. Of course, adults can also do it. Everybody can equally do it easily. Kids can pick it up faster. So show this video to your kids so that they can memorize this beautiful Ashtakam written by Sri Adi Shankaracharya.